Hey guys, Tina here, the Critical Virgo. If you're new here, then welcome. Just so you know, I put timestamps to everything down below, so if you want to fast forward to something, that's what they're there for. So I have a lot of good stuff in here for you. I got a big box of goods, and I have a fun little box of vitamins that I tried from Influenster, which I'll talk about later on. I think I'm going to get the Bath & Body Works stuff out of the way first, because I'm getting the feeling that's what most of you come here for, because that's what most of the comments tell me. I'm gonna do the smelly good, not body care stuff first, and then I'll get into body care. So first up, we have a candle here. It's one of my favorites. It is Sweater Weather. Looks like this. Now, just so you know, I am more of a wintry scent type girl. Like, I like gourmand or warm fragrances with like a lot of amber and vanilla, patchouli, like deeper, darker, richer fragrances, cozy fragrances, as opposed to clean scents like fresh linen or cotton. They're nice. I just don't gravitate toward them, right? So this is definitely one of my favorites and up my alley. The notes on this one are fresh sage, juniper berry, aromatic eucalyptus, because you know regular eucalyptus is not aromatic, right? I don't know why they feel the need to boost up some of these names, but anyway, we also got fresh woods with essential oils. What the essential oils are, I don't know. I really don't care. It's a very even burn on this clean burning candle, and oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. I was really craving the fall and like winter during the summer. I live in Florida, by the way, so it's just endless summer. So this is like as wintry as I get, which is kind of sad, except for that 1 week that we actually get some cool weather. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm thinking that there has to be some sort of apple in here, because I almost get a little bit of apple vibe. In my head when I smell this, this is what I picture. This scent makes me think of apple picking. Like, if you were to wear a big knit sweater with a big wooden barrel full of red, beautiful apples and just a smell coming off them, and you had like this scent on, that's what this makes me think of. Just super cozy, everything I was craving. The throw on these candles is insane. I have a large master bedroom suite. It fills up this room within an hour, and I can even smell it outside in one of the 2 living rooms in the rest of the house. So definitely the throw projection on this is incredible. I know some people are like, oh, the candles are too pricey. If you wait for a sale, I would definitely stock up on them. They're quality candles. I really enjoy them. I always pick them up, and I will continue to do so, even though sometimes I say, oh, it's just too expensive, I'm not gonna buy them anymore. I always do, because they're just that good. They're just that good. And they know it, okay? So I have a Wallflower here. I actually have 2 Wallflowers that are almost done, but they weren't done enough for me to talk about them in this video. And in my last video, someone had said, if you look on the bottom, that it should say what it is, like you could feel it. This one does not. It does not. I don't know if you're watching again, but I checked. It does not. And even the ones in my plugins don't say what they are. So I think I'm just gonna have to remember what they are. This one was easy for me because I had this one near my bed in the bedroom. And it's one of those relaxing comfort scents. It's vanilla and lavender scent. I really enjoy that. I have it as a candle that I'm burning right now. I have two candles that I'm actively using in the bedroom right now, and that is one of them. This is one of my favorites. I even have this, and it's so funny. I'm at my like work desk right now. I have the lotion of it too. So this is one of my favorite scents just overall, before bed and during the day. I love the whole aromatherapy line. Okay, let's get into some smelly good stuff, more body care-ish type of stuff, not home fragrance. So staying with the whole vanilla kind of lavender kick we got going over here, I've got Dream in the Sky. I don't know if this one's still available in the stores. I believe it is. This one has sugared lavender, honey butter, and whipped vanilla. I have showed this one before. I've actually purchased multiple bottles of this because I really like this fragrance a lot. This is something that I like to just spray all over myself before I go to bed. It's, I don't know, something about like the lavender and just how sweet it is. It's very relaxing. It's a cozy scent, and I don't know, it's just, I love everything about it. I really hope they don't discontinue this. I think I have like 2 backup bottles of this, and that may not even be enough because I love it that much. And oh, just a side note about that, I tried the cream, and I think I talked about the cream a few months ago. I like it, but when it comes to like dry down and scent overall, I don't. I think that the mist is the best, and this is the only thing of this scent that I would repurchase. Just throwing that out there. Save you a few dollars, save you a little headache. Let's stay with the comfy cozy theme, right? One of my girlfriends, she works at Bath & Body Works, and she texted me about this fragrance called Sweet Whiskey. Now, if you're here because of my perfume reviews, then you know that I really do like boozy fragrances. And the second she said Sweet Whiskey, it kind of like piqued my interest, and I was like, okay. And I did a few orders, didn't purchase it, but then I had to like add one more thing, I think for free shipping or whatever, or a coupon. So I picked this up, and I got the body lotion only. I didn't buy the spray or the cream. I just wanted to give it a try, and I feel like just getting a lotion is a little less of a commitment than a body cream and spray set, if that makes sense. In my head it makes sense, I don't know. Notes on this one are golden amber, vanilla infused whiskey, and sweet apple blossom. And yeah, it's a very lovely fragrance. It's a perfect fall fragrance. So since we're going into fall, if you can get your hands on this, I definitely would. It's a lovely scent, and if I do decide to repurchase this, which I may, I would definitely get the full set because it is that good. It's a very cozy, cold weather scent. But I gotta say also, I don't think it would really hold up very well in the winter because it's not super strong. Let's see. Okay, well this one's kind of warm and cozy. This, it's brown sugar and fig. It's one of the, see, I cut them so it's hard for you to see, but brown sugar and fig. And like I said, I cut them and I get the insides out as best as I can. I think there's a little bit, very little bit left in there. I think that might just be a little too dry for me to use though. This is one of my favorite scents. I actually have a backup of this cream, a lotion, and a body mist to go through. I've been saving them, but I have to use them because they will go bad soon. This one, the notes are fresh fig, coconut milk, caramelized brown sugar. And this is just overall one of my favorite scents. I do not see this one in the stores. It is online only. It's one of their older fragrances. It came out years ago. And it's just one of those staples that I just like to have on hand. But like I said, I do have to use the other ones up soon too, because I don't know if you know this, but when you look at the barcodes, you're probably not gonna be able to see it on this one. Probably not. I don't think it'll zoom in enough. Anyway, if you look at the digits up here, you can tell what year it was produced. So this one was from 2019, so it's a little older. I've had it in my closet for a while, and I noticed that the body creams last a lot longer than the lotions for whatever reason. I usually get about 2 years of shelf time, 2 to 3 years of shelf time on these creams versus maybe about a year, 2 years max on these lotions. So if you're hoarding the stuff, don't use it. You bought it, use it. Don't stockpile it. My best advice, because if you let it sit there for like 2 years, 3 years, maybe 4, and you go to it, you might get lucky. It might turn bad. That's just been my overall experience since the 90s with Bath & Body Works. Okay, so now I've got My only non-wintry type Bath & Body Works product here. This is Firecracker Pop, and it is a body cream. The short version, my cut version, looks like this, but obviously the full bottle looked more like that. And this one I really dug through. This is one of those fragrances, almost like Sweet Whiskey, where I bought it just one thing, so it was less of a commitment and you can get to try it. This, I think, was released right before the 4th of July, and I was really intrigued because the notes on this one are red cherry, fresh citrus, and juicy berry. So the thing I noticed the most is the cherry, and then for berries, it could be like strawberries. I probably get a little bit of that. Don't really get like a raspberry or a blueberry feel, but I would say maybe like strawberries, and the citrus just keeps it really fresh and bright. So I really enjoy this. I honestly regret not getting the whole set. I haven't checked online recently to see if this is still available online. I'm thinking not. It just seems like one of those fragrances that are just, it isn't like a main staple in their line, like one of their retired fragrances. It felt more just like one thing that they threw out there and tried. I enjoyed it though, so I'm not mad about it. I do regret not purchasing more because I could have wore it again, to be honest. Since I'm on a whole body care kick over here, I also finally finished up this Nivea Care and Coconut. It's a moisturizing body wash with jojoba oil, and it has a coconut scent. They don't really list like other fragrance notes. It's just a pretty basic package. I've had this one for just way too long. I want to say, let's see, I've been at my current job for like 2 years. I've had this bottle for maybe about 2.5, maybe 3 years. I purchased this back when I used to go to the gym on my lunch break at my old job, and I would take a shower at lunch because it's just rude to go back to work smelling like sweat. At my current job, we have an LA Fitness right across the street, and I tried going there before the ick started. It was just too crowded. I'm not a big LA Fitness fan, so that just never really became a thing. And then the ick happened, and now I just don't go to the gym. I just work out at home. So I figured, what a perfect time to just use it up, because I'm like a product hoarder. I have a lot of stuff, and it's just silly. It's really silly. You buy it, just use it, right? Like, why let it go bad? Now, if it came down to me repurchasing this, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. To be honest, I'm not a huge Nivea product fan. I go through these phases, right? I'll see it in the store, I'm like, oh, let's give it a try. Maybe it's different. Maybe what you remembered isn't what it is. You buy it, you try it, and then it's like, nope, just a reconfirmation that this is not what I like. It's too oily. And I know that it's, you know, supposed to be moisturizing body wash, which it is. There's a very fine line with me between being clean and moisturized and just oily. And this just leaves me feeling oily. I never take a shower with it and feel clean. I just kind of feel oily. It leaves a really slick bottom to my shower, which is dangerous. After I use it, sometimes I actually have to clean my shower, which is really annoying. So am I going to repurchase this? For the next year or two at least, I'm going to say no. But I can tell you, I think in like 3 years, I'm going to forget this feeling, and I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to say this thing later on in the future. That's just how it goes. Now, more body care. We got Origins Ginzing. This is a refreshing eye cream to brighten depuff. It's a small container. How many ounces is this? It's a ½ an ounce. Looks like that. I love these little containers. I actually save them and repurpose them. This one had almost like a little bit of a citrusy scent to it. It was like, it had like an orange tinge to it, the cream itself. And one other thing I'm going to say about this is I think one of the ways that it brightens your eyes is it had a real pearlescent type of hue to it. So it was a very faint shimmer, like maybe they just threw a little bit of shimmer mica dust in there to give it a little pop and to brighten up your eyes. Another thing I noticed about this is that it had almost like a cooling, tingling type of effect, which I liked, but also is a little concerning. I never got it inside of my eyes, so I can't tell you if it burns. I was always very careful about applying it, but I did notice that. So if you like that type of effect, you probably really like this. I'm a huge Origins fan. Their products are really expensive, but I do like them. So from time to time I do pick them up. If I have a little extra cash or a coupon or something, I do pick it up, but it's not a main staple in my skincare routine. Oh, I had a sample of this StriVectin TL Advanced Tightening Neck Cream. So if you go back to some of my older videos, let me just show you it really quick. Okay, so if you go back to some of my older videos, you'll notice that I was much heavier. I've lost over 35 pounds, closer to 40, depending on the day and how I weigh that morning. But anyway, one thing that I did notice with this weight loss in comparison to the other ones in my lifetime is I'm a little older, so my skin isn't really bouncing back as much. I was at my desk the other day and I was looking down and I had a mirror there and I just kind of saw all this like sagging, and if I can find the photo, I'll try to put it up here. It was one of those moments when you look in the mirror and you just have one of those wake up calls. It's like, girl, you're getting a little older. And then I start looking at more lines and it's like, yep, this is happening, and it's inevitable. That's just life, right? So you gotta accept the aging and age gracefully. I mean, shoot, even I noticed changes in the skin on my hands and stuff. Like everything's just a little, it's not as tight, not as firm. So I thought, let's try this out. I've had it for a little while, and I have another one of these, so I am now 2 packets in. I like it. I think it's not really enough for me to say if it is effective or if it's worth the cost, and I don't really feel like after using the 2 samples that I'll be able to make a call like that. I think it would take like actually purchasing it and trying it, but just from the little bit of difference that I have seen, I might entertain purchasing it. I know StriVectin products are a little expensive, but you know, it's something I might try in the future. So if you want to know if I do, all you gotta do is subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll get a notification maybe in my winter empties and find out if I actually did purchase it or not. Let's see. Oh, so this is a pretty popular brand. It's Aquaphor. It's a healing ointment. This one's advanced therapy for dry, cracked, or irritated skin. It's clinically proven to restore smooth, healthy skin. Skin protectant. Looks like that. Okay, what I'm gonna say about this. I purchased this because there was just like a lot of hype around it. I always see it. People always saying how amazing this is. I gotta be honest though, I purchased it online. It got delivered to my house. I tried it out. I squeezed it in my hand and I'm like, this reminds me of something. Vaseline. And then I look at the ingredients, which I really should have did before I purchased this. 41% petroleum. Vaseline, I think it's just 100% petroleum. I mean, there's a few extra things. Yeah, Vaseline is 100% petroleum. There's some extra stuff in here like mineral oil, which honestly I could do without. I really don't value that. And that's the first ingredient of the inactive ingredients. So that's telling me that there's a lot of petroleum and mineral oil. And then the others like lanolin alcohol, glycerin, bisabolol, I don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I would save my money and not purchase this and just get some Vaseline. Just buy some Vaseline. I didn't see any major dramatic changes with this versus the results I get from Vaseline. And Vaseline's cheap. I think this little tub over here, this what, 1.75 ounces is maybe like $2 if even at your store, versus what, $4 or $5 for 1.7 ounces of Aquaphor. It's just not worth it. Not in my book. And if you're a fan, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I would not repurchase it. I take it for free. I wouldn't repurchase it though. So I'm always like on the hunt for different skincare. And I think I got this one through Vitamin Shop or from Vitacost, I'm not sure. But this one's Derma-E Anti-Wrinkle Toner with vitamin A and glycolic acid. So when I ran out of my Mario Badescu, which I've been faithful to for a long time, I decided, let's try something different, right? Let's get outside of our comfort zone. I enjoyed this. I can't say that I had any major difference in the way my skin looked. This one's 100% vegan, cruelty-free, eco-ethical. But I mean, who really knows, right? Half of that stuff is just lies. This one doesn't have like really strong fragrance. It does have a little bit of a, like essential oil scent to it. So if you're concerned with that, just take note of that. I'm trying to look through the ingredients to see if there's, I mean, there's fruit extracts, there's witch hazel, natural fragrance oils is the last ingredient. So, you know, if you're sensitive to essential oils, you want to steer clear of this one. I'd recommend something else, like one of the Mario Badescu products in place of that. But it was okay. If I see it again and if it's a good price, I would repurchase it. If not, maybe I'll just try something else. I'm not like in love with it. But back to my Mario Badescu, I did go through another rose water facial spray. I like to spray this on either to set my makeup or as just an extra layer of like a refresher, moisturization. Sometimes like if I wash my face and I'm doing something else and I don't put lotion on right away, my skin kind of dries out, gets a little tight and itchy. So I'll just spray some of this on and then I'll go ahead and put my lotion on. I am a huge, huge fan of these products. I don't know, I'm just in love with Mario Badescu. Some of y'all know this. One last skin thing. It's not skincare. I don't go through a lot of makeup because I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't have like a big bottle of liquid foundation like some girls cake it on. I'm a little more natural. I like to keep it a little more natural. So what I do is I use concealer on my whole face. Like I'll just take a few dabs and then I'll use a sponge and spread it out. And I know it's not really proper, but it works for me, and that's just how I like to do my makeup. I find it to be easier. I think having less product in my drawer is better than having a hoard of makeup, which is such an oxymoron because I have over 150 bottles of perfume and so little makeup. But anyway, this one is by Loreal and it's Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. And this one is in shade 01 Classic Ivory. Looks like that. And I know it doesn't really look like it's empty, but like even if I swirl it around, I don't really get anything on the wand anymore. It's just pretty dry. I actually just used this before I started filming, so I just used that one up today. Sometimes I like to switch up my hair care, so I decided to try out this OGX or Organics, whatever you want to call them. It's shampoo and conditioner. This one, it's the O for, I don't know. It's just a 0 SLS free. I think I got this in like a sample box somewhere, and I just wanted to clear out under my cabinet, so we decided to use this. It's okay. I like the shampoos and conditioners from this brand. I've never purchased any. I've tested them. Well, I should rephrase that. I've never purchased the big bottles. I've purchased the travel size ones when I went out of town, and I've sampled a ton of them. They're good. They're sulfate free. I have a love-hate relationship with sulfate free shampoos. Sometimes I'll try them out and they'll work good for a few days, and then after a while I feel like there's just too much buildup and I just need some sulfates in my life. So yeah, I would purchase, maybe not that one of the other lines they have, one of the other fragrances or formulations they have, but this one, no. This was really stripping, the shampoo. It was clear. It was a good, what do you call that? Clarifying shampoo, I would say. And the conditioner was just too light for my hair. I think this would have been best for someone with like fine hair. I have thick curly hair and this just did not do it for me. So I wouldn't purchase that one. Okay, so I have, since we're on hair, I've got a generic value products. It's from Sally's. So it's like a company that takes big brand name products and copies them. So this one's a leave-in treatment with keratin. It's comparable to, it's a 10. Miracle leave-in plus keratin is supposed to reconstruct, protect, and add shine. Looks like that. I love this stuff. If you go to Sally's or their website, you can see they do give you a breakdown of what's in the original product and what's in this. And I gotta tell you, the generic value product has fewer chemicals than the brand name one. I have used the brand name one and I like this better. There aren't a lot of products from this generic value product line company that I like more than the original. I have like 3 or 4 that I prefer the generic one over the original. This is one of them. So if you do see this, I highly recommend picking it up, especially when they run a special on these. It's like buy one, get the second one half off. That's when I always stock up on these. After I get out of the shower, I just spray a little bit on before I comb everything out and before I put in my other products. I think it does a really good job at like taming my hair, leaving it really soft, manageable. Helps me comb through it too, because my hair does get knotted really quickly because it is curly and it is pretty thick. So I love that. I will repurchase it over and over until they stop making it. Let me get into just 2 things that I typically go through, and then I'll talk about my Influenster box. So something that I typically go through, you guys have seen a billion times before. This is Listerine, but this is a new flavor. Last Empties, I talked about how I was trying out a new flavor, and I did manage to go through one of these bottles. I buy them from BJ's, so I have 2 of these. So I'm currently working on the other bottle of this, which I'm almost done with. This one is Arctic Mint. Now I usually get, I think it's called Cool Mint. It's the blue one. That's my favorite. I hate the yellow one. It just tastes like chemicals. It's disgusting. And the green one is okay. I'll buy it if I cannot get the blue one. I don't know how I feel about this one. This one, I mean, listen, all of them claim like different things on the front. This one says, ultra clean for up to 3 times longer lasting clean feeling versus brushing alone. This one also says, like some of the other ones, that it fights harder buildup and kills 99.9% of germs. Okay, so flavor wise, it's not my favorite like the blue one. However, I gotta tell you guys, this week I had a dental cleaning, and for those of you who don't know, I absolutely hate the dentist. I have a huge phobia of them. But I go because all the work in my mouth, it's like I have a Lamborghini in here. I mean, all the crowns, my parents paid a lot for braces, so I have a nice smile. I gotta take care of it, right? So I went for a cleaning, and I have not been to the dentist for a cleaning since the beginning of the ick. So that started in March 2020, so it's been over a year, right? Which is really bad because I have a lot of like crowns and inlays, and they really need to keep on top of that and just make sure everything's seated properly so I don't need like root canals, etc. Well, the girl who was cleaning my teeth over and over again kept telling me, wow, you're such an easy client. Not because I wasn't difficult, because just for the record, I am difficult. So just so you know, like I walked in, I saw someone new, I'm like, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I need you to do this. You can't do that. Like, I'm one of those super nervous patients. So it's not that I'm easy, because I'm not difficult in that regard. I'm easy because my teeth were so clean. Again, it's been over a year, and they usually book a cleaning for about an hour, and I was out in 28 minutes. So, and every single time she's like, just keep doing what you're doing great. I didn't have a lot of bleeding in my gums. I do floss twice a day, and I do brush my teeth 3 times a day because, again, I don't like going to the dentist. But she kept commenting on how little tartar and plaque I had. And the only difference I've made in my routine is switching up the type of Listerine. So I don't know if it's because of that, and I almost want to say that it is. So I'm gonna keep purchasing that and stay with it, and let's see how it goes, because prior to using this Listerine, the other Listerines, I never got a compliment like that. In fact, I had the opposite. So it may be better. Who knows? And here's another thing. She was really taken aback by the fact that I don't use an electric toothbrush. I use a manual one because I can't stand the electric ones that I have. So she was really blown away by that. So if you see that and you have some gum issues, tartar issues, I mean, clearly it's not going to take away all the tartar that's built up, but if you have issues where you build up a lot of plaque and get tartar from that, I would recommend that. Your gum issues, I mean, if you're not flossing, you're going to still get bleeding, but if you floss, this is a good follow-up to that. So throwing it out there, if you got gum and dental issues, you might want to check this one out. Again, it's Arctic Mint Listerine. This is not sponsored. Okay. Last item, I went through 3 dial soaps, which is not a lot. Last thing on my list. So I know a lot of you see people posting about stuff that they get for free from Influenster. If anyone's curious on how you can get free products to review, just put a comment down below. If you want to see a video on it, let me know. I'd be glad to do that for you. I got looped into this campaign. It is a Vital Proteins campaign, and they claim wellness boost in every bite. So I got 2 products from them to try for free. Let me just make this look a little bit better. So inside of these boxes, you get a little information card and then the products, whatever they're giving to you to try. I had the Beauty Gummies Strawberry and the Collagen Gummies in Grape. So, all right. My feeling on this. I did not pay for this. This was given to me for free in exchange for my honest opinion by Influenster. There goes my disclosure, right? The gummies themselves, like if you are a vitamin gummy fan, then you'll probably really like these. The thing that bothered me about like the collagen gummies, for instance, their collagen powder has more collagen than other collagen gummies do. And I don't know if that's a formulation issue, like because they couldn't fit that much collagen in there because the consistency of the gummies wouldn't be right. But for the price of them versus the price of the powder, I would just purchase the powder. I don't get a lot of joy out of chewing these gummies. And then also, I mean, here's another thing, like if you're on a diet and you're watching your calories, these add up pretty quick. So the serving size is 4 gummies. And that's 50 calories. That's 50 extra calories. I could have had an apple for that, like, but I'm taking vitamins. Again, I'd rather just take the powder as opposed to this. Flavor of it though was not bad. Grapes are difficult. It kind of reminded me of Dimetapp cough syrup that my parents used to give me when I was a child, the grape flavor of that. And I used to go bonkers for that. So grape flavor is not bad. If you weren't a fan of that, you're probably not going to like this. It can be very artificial type of grape. It's not like a natural grape. Most grape products aren't. Throwing that out there. Same thing with the strawberry. So this one's a beauty gummy. A serving size of this is 2 gummies, and this one had 15 calories for it. Now, the taste of the strawberry, it wasn't like a strawberry starburst or anything. It's a very artificial strawberry. It didn't taste like strawberry really at all to me. It did taste a little vitamin-y. And again, this comes down to, are you a big fan of those Vita Chews or Vita Gummies, whatever they're called? If you are, you'll probably really like this. If not, then I don't see the value in it. I really shouldn't have taken this anyway. I don't take any beauty, hair, skin, and nail products because of the biotin. I'm going through laser hair removal right now, And they say like you shouldn't take biotin because that's supposed to promote healthy hair, skin, and nails and promote growth of all that. I'm trying to get rid of it, not promote the growth of it. But I did it to be a good influencer and try it out. It was okay. A serving size is 2 gummies and 15 calories. So if I'm taking both of these, I'm at 65 calories. Again, I could have had an apple or something else for that, which would have been way more satisfying and probably better for me in the long run anyway. I think if you can't swallow pills and you really want the benefits of these, then I promote it and hey, go for it, buy it. If you can swallow a pill, or if you just eat a very diverse diet, you can probably accomplish the same and don't really need it. I don't really buy the whole beauty gummies or vitamins in general. I don't promote that because I'm not a huge believer in it. I'm also really not a huge believer in vitamins as well, but that's a whole different conversation to be had. Anyway, so I know I threw a lot at you guys. If you have any questions, comments, I love hearing from you. You know where to put them down below. Again, if you want any information on how to become an influencer and get free products to try and review, put a comment. I may consider putting a video together on that as well. So yeah, with all that, I will see y'all at the end of fall. Bye.